Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm Chris Bianchi here in downtown Denver at Civic Center Park at the Cinco de Mayo Celebrate Culture Festival that's going to be taking place starting tomorrow and will last through the upcoming weekend, and we'll have all sorts of festivities, more than 300 vendors setting up shop just behind the camera here. And also you can notice the stage behind me. There's going to be all sorts of live music and a big, again, festivity that starts to take place tomorrow at 10 a.m. It will take place on both Saturday and Sunday, and it is free between 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. both days. By the way, I should mention that this event is sponsored by us here at 9 News, as well as our partners over at Telemundo as well. So what can you expect as we head through the upcoming weekend? Starting for tomorrow, the parade will take place. Now, this has been postponed for 2 years due to the pandemic, so this is the first time since 2019 that the whole Cinco de Mayo weekend festivity will be taking place. So again, starting tomorrow at 10 a.m., you'll have more than 300 different exhibitors, local exhibitors with food, art, as well as live music. That live music will obviously take place behind me, and then dancing will take place from a combination of local performers as well as local vendors providing all that. Now, there's also going to be carnival rides, a taco eating competition. That sounds fun to me. I would definitely partake in that. Chihuahua races, which I didn't know that Chihuahuas were all that fast, but I guess we'll find out how fast they are coming up this weekend. And then there's also going to be a lowrider car show. So that's a whole lot of different festivities. And again, all of that being set up, most of it is behind the camera, but you can see the stage, the live stage, getting going right behind me as well. Now, also tomorrow and only tomorrow will be the Cinco de Mayo parade, which will start at 11 a.m. That will go on for 1 hour. So between 11 a.m. and noon, you'll have the Cinco de Mayo specific parade ongoing. Now, a bit of background. I mentioned this on 9 News yesterday during the 4 o'clock hour, but Cinco de Mayo, maybe some misperceptions about what exactly it is. I think a lot of people think about Cinco de Mayo and they think it's Mexican Independence Day. That's not correct. What Cinco de Mayo is, and yesterday was the 160th anniversary of the Battle of Puebla. That's a city in southern Mexico. Now, there was a battle between an a lightly armed Mexican Patriotic Defense Front against an invading French force, and the undermanned and underarmed Mexican army prevailed and holding off the French back on May the 5th of 1862, holding on to the city of Puebla. Now, Cinco de Mayo in Mexico is really only celebrated in the state of Puebla, but here in the U.S., obviously over the years, it has become synonymous with a bit of an expression of Mexican patriotism as well as kind of honoring Mexican heritage. That's what's happened, obviously, over the years, as it's not, most people don't really know. I think it's safe to say most people don't know that Cinco de Mayo is a celebration about the Battle of Puebla. And of course, here in the U.S., it's kind of grown into this sort of patriotic expression of Mexican Americans and Mexicans in general, expressing their honoring of Mexico in the background. Now, also coming up at 4:40 today, I will be right here once again with Colorado and Company host Claudia Garfalo, as well as Andrea Borella, the CEO of NewsEd, which is helping put on this festival. So we're going to get a bit more detail on what you can expect coming up this weekend. Also a bit more about the kind of special component of all of this, because again, this is the first time in 3 years that we've had these Cinco de Mayo festivities here at Civic Center Park because of the pandemic. So I would say it's safe to say it's a bit of an extra special Cinco de Mayo festival. And again, I want to emphasize the fact that this is free. There's going to be more than 300 vendors, so I would certainly get out here and enjoy that. And there's going to be a whole lot in the way of, again, kind of unique, different, fun events. I think my personal favorite one is the taco eating competition. Moons ago, I did some light competitive eating, and the Chihuahua races, that's the other thing kind of stands out to me. But there will also be carnival rides, all this ongoing. So it's going to be a whole lot of fun coming up here. And again, I'll have more on this coming up at 4:40 with a couple of interviews on 9 News at 4:40 as well. But in the meantime, another thing coming to pass along is the weather looks fantastic for the festival this weekend with 80-degree temperatures today. It's already gotten up to 82 here in Denver. Tomorrow, it'll be probably close to 90 degrees, so slab on the sunscreen. You're definitely going to need it as you go out and about here. And then on Sunday, cools down a little bit. So if you like the less hot weather, Sunday should be a bit better with highs in the upper 70s. We'll have mostly cloudy skies on your Sunday, but Saturday looks pretty sunny. So a whole lot to look forward to. And again, I'll have more coming up at 9 News at 4:40. In the meantime, again, I'm Chris Bianchi here at Civic Center Park, where the Cinco de Mayo parade and festival will take place right here this weekend.